Good evening and welcome to the news now at 10 o'clock. I'm Danielle Lewan with your latest digital headlines. This is when we bring you what you need to know at this exact moment and all of the news that WTOC is tracking in our 24-hour newsroom. For a week straight, we have been bringing you everything Hurricane Florence related, which was then downgraded to a tropical storm and then tropical depression. Even though that is a tropical depression now, that storm is still causing treacherous weather up there in the Carolinas. The last time that I checked, it was moving at about 3 miles an hour, still downpouring rain where very serious flooding already is. We actually had crews from WTOC head up to WECT, that's a station up there in Wilmington, to help there. That's on top of other news stations flying in, emergency crews, first responders. So we will continue to bring you all updates if you're in that area. And also, we know a lot of you have checked in and said that you have family and friends up there. So we will continue to monitor that for you. And also rescue missions headed up there. Today, I spent my day with the United States Coast Guard, the air station Savannah, where crews are actively surveying the damage from this storm and performing rescue missions. You're looking at video right now of missions that they have been completing since Hurricane Florence wrecked the Carolinas. Now, I'm told a majority of these saves are from flooded cars, as people don't quite realize how deep those waters are. Also, a lot of residents that didn't listen to these mandatory evacuation orders now stuck in pretty treacherous conditions. Crews that we have from Savannah were in the Myrtle Beach area today surveying that damage. Even though they're up there to do surveys, particularly, they tell me if they see anybody below, then they immediately deploy crews to rescue them as well. Most people that they have found are in cars. Folks not realizing that that water is pretty deep. So I will have that story tonight at 11, but also folks in Wilmington, North Carolina almost lost water today. The Cape Fear Public Utility Authority put an advisory online today on social media that if they did not get diesel fuel within 48 hours, their water treatment plants would have to shut down. It was then a handful of employees volunteered to stay behind at the Colonial Terminal. Since Florence hit, those three men that you see on your screen, that's Alfred Holmes, Frank Carroll, and Philip Watts, have been working swing shifts to not only keep an eye on their own terminal, but now make sure that the Cape Fear Public Utility Authority has a steady supply of diesel again to make sure folks in Wilmington don't have their water cut off. Now, without electricity, those men have had to get very creative with how they loaded that precious fuel onto trucks to ship out. Our Sean Evans worked on that story today. If you missed it, you can always find it on WTOC's website. Again, Sean Evans, and that has to do with fuel, folks potentially losing water out of the Wilmington, North Carolina area. Now, our Harley Strickland today out in Bluffton, there were 3 shootings in the Low Country this weekend. She checked in on 2 of those that happened in Bluffton. Police were called to the Wendy's fast food restaurant on Evan Way last Thursday night around 8:30. This is where they found 29-year-old Abraham Gadsden shot inside the restaurant. He did later die from those injuries. Now, the second shooting in Bluffton happened yesterday around 5 in the afternoon on Albert Green Lane. Police responded to a home for shots fired. When they got there, they found a woman with a gunshot wound. We were told an argument was taking place at the home when the gun fired. The woman was flown to the hospital for treatment. We do not have an update on her condition right now. Harley Strickland spoke with Bluffton police today about the crime in the area. Again, her story also on our website, but that was 3 shootings in the Low Country this weekend, 1 on Hilton Head Island and 2 in Bluffton, the one that we just spoke about in the Wendy's fast food restaurant on Evan Way. Very sad story in our area that a lot of people are checking in on is the Ludowici police chief has died after a high-speed chase. Georgia State Patrol troopers currently investigating that chase took the life of police chief Frank McClelland and also another person. Now, troopers say they started chasing Daniel Hill Jr. Saturday night in Liberty County. Hill led them west on Highway 84, where he crashed at a gas station in Ludowici. Again, Police Chief Frank McClelland and a motorcycle driver, Marvin Pope, killed in that crash. Hill was immediately arrested at that scene you're seeing in this video right now. He is facing charges of felony vehicular homicide twice over. And troopers still don't know why Hill was traveling so fast and what he was trying to escape from. We are getting word on funeral arrangements also for the police chief. All that information on our website. I am going to go ahead right now and check in on the comments from most of you watching with us tonight. Corey Mosley, hello. Sandy Allison, hi to you. Hello, have a great night. Hi from Midway. Hello from Whitmarsh Island. Betty Gray, how are you? I am wonderful. This is where we are giving you our latest headlines, sometimes deadlines for what you need to know to do what to do in the community. Several people asking what happened. Again, this is the Ludowici Police Chief, Frank McClelland, killed in a high-speed chase on Saturday night. A driver that we do not know right now why he was driving that fast killed that police chief and a motorcycle driver. Georgia State Patrol troopers investigating that right now. As soon as we get more details, we'll bring those straight to you. But that is the latest that we have right now, guys. For those of you asking, Jennifer, please say hi to me. Hello, Jennifer. Good to see you watching tonight. Now, again, tonight on the news at 11, what I told you about earlier, the United States Coast Guard, especially our air station here in Savannah, traveling up and performing rescue missions and also surveying the damage from Hurricane Florence, even though that direct impact and hit has already taken place. There is still tremendous damage up there and hundreds actually, of folks stuck in that flooding up there. They're having record levels of flooding in that Wilmington, North Carolina and all the Carolinas areas. We will continue to monitor that. So tonight on 11, check out that Coast Guard story. Also tomorrow, pretty cool, I'm heading up with the Coast Guard. We will be flying to Myrtle Beach. That's the Horry County area, if you're not familiar with that. It's going to be about a 5-6 hour flight. I'm leaving midday tomorrow, and I'll be bringing you that exclusive video tomorrow on the news at 6 o'clock tomorrow night. So stay tuned for that. But for now, I got to make sure that I have my story ready for you guys on the Coast Guard today. So if you have any questions, feel free. You heard the phones ringing right there to give WTOC a call. You can also reach out to any of us on Facebook. My handle is right there on your screen at WTOC Danielle. Feel free to message me on my Facebook if you have any questions about the headlines that we've gone over tonight. But for now, I hope all of you have a wonderful rest of your Monday night.